To me, being a gangster was better than being president of the United States. Even before I first wandered into the cab stand for an after-school job, I knew I wanted to be a part of them. It was there that I knew that I belonged. And to me, it meant being somebody in a neighborhood that was full of nobodies. They weren't like anybody else. I mean, they did whatever they wanted. They double parked in front of a hydrant and nobody ever gave them a ticket. In the summer, when they played cards all night, nobody ever called the cops.
Must I forever be a beggar? Good to see you.
Golden dreams will not come true.
Hey, only stacks, all right.
Will I go from rags to
Tootie Cicero.
This beater cannot see kid.
my fate is up to you.
Tootie.
Make it, Tootie.
Tootie ran the cab stand and La Bella Vista Pizzeria and a few other places for his brother Paul, who was the boss over everybody in the neighborhood.
Hello, Paulie. Hey, Paulie.
Paulie might have moved slow, but it was only because Paulie didn't have to move for anybody.
Must I forever be a beggar?
It's your fault. You started. I started it. It's your
Hey,
fault.
Junior, here.
At first, my parents loved that I found a job across the street from the house.
Henry, don't play ball.
My father, who was Irish, was sent to work at the age of 11, and he liked that I got myself a job. He always used to say that American kids were spoiled lazy.
Bye, sis. Bye, Dad. Bye, Henry.
See you, Mikey.
Say goodbye to Bye, Henry. Henry, watch how you cross. And bring back milk.
And my mother was happy after she found out that the Ciceros came from the same part of Sicily as she did. I mean, to my mother, that was the answer to all her prayers. I was the luckiest kid in the world. I could go anywhere. I could do anything. I knew everybody, and everybody knew me. Wise guys would pull up, and Tootie would toss me their keys and let me park their Cadillacs. I mean, here I am, this little kid. I can't even see over the steering wheel, and I'm parking Cadillacs. But it wasn't too long before my parents changed their minds about my job at the cab stand.
For your mother and sister, make sure you give them to her.
For them, the cab stand was supposed to be a part-time job, but for me, it was definitely full-time. That's all I wanted to do. See, people like my father could never understand, but I was a part of something. I belonged. I was treated like a grown-up.
Harry, look, Henry, tell him 519. It's a bad
Every
number.
day I was learning to score. $1 here, $1 there. I was living in a fantasy.
Fuck is Moto Venice spot?
Is that right?
Did you have a good day at school today?
My father was always pissed off.
Learned a lot.
He was pissed that he made such lousy money. He was pissed that my kid brother Michael was in a wheelchair. He was pissed that there were 7 of us living in such a tiny house.
Why don't you tell me about this? It's a letter from school. It says you haven't been there in months.